Yeah, that's called kidnapping. Call them yourself. When you get out of jail, call DFACS. We're done.
Get my kid.
We're done. We're not discussing it further.
It's on camera.
What is the door code?
I don't know it.
You don't know your own door.
It ain't my baby.
An argument broke out when the father of a child discovered that said child might not be his.
Oh man, we got ourselves a good one today, squad. Hit that like button. Today's video come from Body Cam POV, one of our favorite channels. So y'all know the routine. If you want to watch it for yourself so you could paint the man out to be the absolute monster that he probably is, you could go watch it for yourself. But for the rest of us that know men and women deserve each other nowadays, hit that like button and let's be nosy.
No. How are you doing? You got any weapons on you? Mind if I check?
Yep.
All right, just turn around for me. Put your stuff in your pocket. All right, do me a favor. Right now you're being detained, all right?
Okay. I'm just putting
just
this in my pocket.
I'll get it up for you.
Okay, I ain't running.
All right, I appreciate that.
You prayed about it. Why you detaining me?
I'm going to tell you in just a second, okay?
You detaining me or arresting me?
Nope, you're being detained. That has nothing to do with that, all right?
Okay. I'm saying, why you detaining me though?
I'm going to tell you. You have 2 warrants for your arrest.
For what?
Probation, apparently. Took out some warrants.
Oh. That's Ivan. Hey.
Hey, sweetheart.
She came to see you last time. She see you last time.
That's
Look, you see my face. I got a knot right here. Been choking. Throwed me on the ground. Dirt, everything. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges this time. We can step around here.
Okay.
You know
I'm
that's a lie.
pressing charges this time. I'm pressing charges this time. I'm pressing charges this time.
Now you see why I say men and women nowadays belong to each other, guys. And ma'am, why didn't you press charges the last time? Because this time you want to press charges. We get that. We get it clear, and you should. You should press charges every time. But why didn't you press charges the last time, ma'am? Why did you stay?
So does he live with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But
I
you
couldn't
see the
remember.
knot.
I
You
do.
see all that. Throw me through the wall. Done been choking me. All that. I'm tired.
Well, you got a bullet on you, Tyson.
I was cleaning up.
Where's the gun?
I ain't got no gun.
I'm fucking tired.
I was cleaning up.
All right, let's walk back here, okay?
I ain't want my kids to pick it up.
Fair enough.
Do you have your ID on you, sweetheart? Come over here. Let's.
Keep wanting to put your hands on the female. Can I get a cigarette for the girl, please?
Yeah, we can go over this stuff.
Look.
Don't call me.
Hold on, we'll talk to you back here.
Don't talk to me. I don't got nothing
Yeah.
to say.
All right, that's fucked up.
It's unlocked.
Tyson,
Hey, truly.
Tyson,
let
come
me
on,
talk
let's sit
to
back
Truly.
here. We'll get all that, but let me sit you down so I can get that bullet.
I'm not gonna run.
I know, but I already dropped the bullet. I gotta sit you down.
Drop what?
I dropped the bullet back here.
What bullet?
It's by the curb over there.
Send me right here.
Well, no. We're gonna sit in the car, Tyson. Come on.
Truly.
How long has he been living with you? Remind me. Years. Okay. About how many years?
4 or 5.
4 or 5? Okay.
Truly.
Hi, sweetheart.
Truly.
Hi.
Look, you don't want an obstruction charge.
Truly. Come
Tyson,
here.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Let's go
Come
to the
here,
car.
Truly. I'm talking to her. Truly.
And I'm talking to you.
Get in the car now. That's your last warning. Okay? In the car. Start walking.
I know you don't want me to know who baby that is. I already know who baby it is.
Over with.
All right. Let's stop hollering, okay?
It ain't my baby.
All right. So,
You just
hey,
mad.
Trudy, we're not going to do that anymore, okay? So what happened?
Okay, first of all,
I'll let her come
I know
back
you know
and
who
get a
baby
statement
that
from you in a
is.
second, okay?
No, Ivan. Put my head on my head.
I'm going to work for her.
it been a constant problem ever since I got pregnant by the man.
Okay.
Which I ain't having it because I don't want now another child by him knowing.
Yeah.
But, honey, all this hitting on me, I'm tired.
That's my body, my choice. Now she know she know well enough not to have the baby because the dad is trash, but she didn't know not to even let the man get access to the fish hole. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean. They'll sleep with anything as long as they got some money. They'll sleep with a roach if it got some money. And then after, then it's a different story. But in any event, fellas, how you doing? It doesn't matter. Like I tell the women, you do not have the right to put your hands on somebody just because they're a hoe. All right? Just because you pick the hoe and she do hoish things, you do not have the right to go upside that person's head, bro.
I ain't did none of that.
Okay, we're going to talk to you. Hold on.
You see the knot on my face? Been choking me?
Okay.
All that.
So what happened today? Like, what started everything? Like, what happened?
That's just the same as always. What he do.
So walk me through what happened today. What were y'all doing before
First of all, I started hearing voices and cussing through all at these folks talking about they over here talking about them, but it got something to do with me.
Okay.
But I don't know how they got nothing to do with me because I don't hear him.
Okay.
It's the voices in the head, I guess. But like he been having them type of schizophrenic problems. I told the boy to go get some help and take the medicine that they got in the house. He won't take it.
Okay.
So you gonna have issues. And me, don't come picking at me because I'll pick at you and make you feel like an ass. But you're not gonna put your hands on me.
Okay.
And he put his hands on me.
Okay. So y'all were fussing back and forth, and he started putting his hand up. Where did he touch you first?
In the house.
Okay.
What the 2 warrants for?
Probation violation, original charge. One is escape. One was ag assault.
So they just for probation?
Yeah, just probation warrants.
So what did he do exactly when he first started putting hands on?
It first started earlier when he choked me and I didn't call y'all.
Okay.
Then he done choked me again. Then outside the door, came and threw me on the ground right here. That's how I got dirt all over me.
Yeah.
And then done took me and bounced my head on the wall.
Okay. Inside?
Yeah, in the house.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't do none of that. I ain't do none of that.
Then Officer Tesco, come get your statement in just a second, okay?
Yeah, tell her come here.
All right, she will.
Must have some kind of veteran wormhole or something.
What do you mean?
I thought.
So when you say choke you, kind of just show me with your hand. What was he doing exactly?
Like, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk.
Okay. With 2 hands or 1 hand? Do you know?
I don't even.
You don't remember?
I'm
Okay.
out flat down.
Okay. All right. And that was right before you called us?
Yep, and it's the 3rd time.
Okay.
Last
3rd time today?
First time y'all let him go. 2nd time y'all let him go. I don't call y'all. This 3rd time. He should have been in jail the 1st time.
When were those incidents? Do you remember?
The police station with you that day. You remember?
We have so much going on. I remember your
Last
face.
week when I came in my car by the city
was it me?
clear.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do remember.
Yeah, that was you. And then another incident at my mama's
We're
house.
good.
She called and had him bored. That's on paper.
Okay.
And then this one. 3rd time for charm. Maybe y'all take it with us.
All right. So he is officially barred from this residence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When was that barring?
No, he's not barred from here.
He's not
barred from North Avenue.
Oh, North Avenue. Okay.
My mama's house.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you, darling?
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So other than the knot on your head, do you have any other places that are sore, hurting? No. Let me look at your neck. Okay. Was it the sides or was it more the front where he was grabbing the front? Okay. So I'm just gonna place my hand on it. Was it like that or was it more like that?
Like.
Okay. So fingers around neck?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Can you help me and Jessica
I'm good. Thank you.
get a pamphlet for you?
If you don't mind.
Another
Yeah.
pamphlet.
Oh, you don't? Well, we have to. We're required by law, okay?
You don't want a pamphlet.
She doesn't want one, but I'm going to give her one anyway. So I can grab it. Okay. Give me just a second, okay? She's the one we were out with, Star and I, after 6 last week. They were having a fight. Where'd this come from?
It was in his pocket.
Oh. They were having a fight in the car. And initially it was, oh, he broke my CD player. No, he didn't. It was already broken. So we just wrote it up and just, it is what it is. They separated. She's saying today, this morning, he put his hands around her throat. She's got a little bit of a raised spot, but she said he then put his hands around her throat again, just trying to get her calm enough to actually talk. And all she keeps saying is, you should have done something last week when I met with you. Like, okay.
So pretty much these police officers know that this woman is bullshit. She's full of shit. And young ladies, if I got any subscribers that are in these abusive relationships and you're a young lady, it's not the police job to end your abusive relationship. That's you. It's your job to do whatever it takes to get out of that relationship. And the first time you call police, the first time you need to call police, you need to make that final. You see, because you see how police don't even take her serious. Now, her life could really be at risk today, but because she goes back and forth playing with the police and this same individual, they don't even take her serious. Now, if they wasn't coming for this guy for that warrant, they wouldn't really have much on him for domestic violence. I'm going to tell you that right now. But sisters, when you call police, be accurate. It's some follow-up that should go on after you call police. Like getting far away from the person that you called police on.
So, see, he just walked up, so he wasn't even around.
I'm guessing he thinks that's baby daddy.
Probably. Well, she said that she was pregnant by him, but then she kind of led me to believe that she's had an abortion because she said, I'm not going to have a kid with him. So she either had a miscarriage or she terminated. But he's lived here for 4 or 5 years. I do remember they have 3 children together. Or 2 children. They have 2 kids. 8 and...
If anybody witnessed me forward there.
Yeah.
Don't go in the house.
Stop yelling.
Okay.
I'm not telling you again.
221.
Stop. You're not going to speak to anybody else, okay? You're speaking to me. Now, I have to read you something, okay? Do not engage with them.
I ain't.
Okay?
Don't let them go in the house.
Nope. They're allowed to do what they want to do, okay? Now, listen. Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what happened today?
We've been arguing for 2 days.
Okay.
She been telling me I can't leave the house, I can't go nowhere, I can't do this. It's the same thing from last time.
Okay.
When I say I'm gonna leave, you see what happened.
Okay.
You seen it personally.
So
Today, she threw a candle at me. I ducked, it hit the wall. So she throwing it. So I pushed off of me. And that's how she hit the wall, because she was throwing it at me.
Okay.
She been saying I can't leave. It's really because she's smoking dope. She's smoking Loon Foil all in.
Stop.
Get my kids out of there.
We're not going to raise your voice. Listen to me. Okay, stop. We're not doing this anymore, okay? No more yelling at him. He's going to stop yelling at you. Now, stop. Okay? I'm not doing this anymore, okay? We're an adult. We're going to act like an adult, right? Right?
Yeah,
okay,
get my kids out of there.
Stop. Now, how'd she get all that dirt on the back of her?
I pushed her off of me. Okay. She picked up a big candle holder and was trying to hit me with it.
All right, so how'd she get dirt if y'all were inside?
It came outside.
Okay, so she threw the candle outside?
It's a candle and a candle holder.
Outside?
Yeah.
Where at?
Where the candle holder, where she throw it at?
Yeah.
Over there.
Over where?
She'll explain that to you.
She had it in her hand, draw it back. She threw the candle.
Okay.
But it hit me with the candle holder.
Where's the candle holder at then?
I put it back up in the house where I cleaned up everything, like all the glass she broke last night.
Okay. Why'd you bring it back in the house?
Why bring it back?
Yeah, if you're saying she threw it out here, why'd you bring it back in the house?
Because I just picked it, because it's hers. It's ours. I picked it up.
That doesn't make any sense.
It don't make sense. If somebody throws something, it belongs in the house.
If somebody throws something at you, why don't you call 911?
Because I don't want to get arrested, but since she's doing it, okay. I just don't, and I don't have a phone.
Okay.
She won't give me hers.
You had one last time.
Yeah, it was, but remember the charger port.
I just remember the phone wasn't on that time.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't charged up.
Okay.
The charger port broke.
Okay. All right. So what happened between now and then? I thought you said you were gonna separate and you were supposed to be going to rehab this week.
Yeah. But I didn't go Monday, and my probation officer took the loan out on me.
Yeah, I know.
I see.
I see that. All right, hold on.
Look, I ain't done.
Okay. Use your proper language. Don't cuss. He's claiming that she was having a conniption fit. He wanted to leave, and that she chased him out here with a candle holder and threw the candle holder and threw it at him, and that's why he threw her against a wall. And I said, so it happened outside? Yeah. I said, where's the candle holder? Well, I brought it back in the house. I said, why'd you bring it back in the house? Well, because it's our stuff.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look at this idiot, and he goes and agrees with the woman just because she's a woman, and he want to stroke her ego and have her feeling like she's doing her job. And honestly, she's not doing her job, and you're not doing your job either. I can tell by this situation, y'all nervous because y'all know somebody should have been locked up in this situation. And this is why the laws is written to where in domestic violence situations, y'all come out, y'all get the call, somebody getting locked up. Y'all don't never leave two people out that have been beefing with each other, because then y'all got to keep coming back, and eventually somebody end up deleted.
No.
Let's go with the fact, since we have to keep coming out here, let's go with the fact that he sort of just admitted doing it, because that really wouldn't be proportional to somebody throwing something at you.
No.
We don't really have marks, so let's just try to simple better if I move on. So
no, that's what I figure.
His bond conditions on him.
Keeps him out. And he's supposed to go to rehab, and he didn't go like he was supposed to. That's what the warrant's out for. So this way, probation officer can get to him before he gets out of jail, and oh look, now you have to go to rehab.
Yeah.
So
let's do that.
Yeah.
I can't stand which we deal with it. You're like a magician with DV, man. Yeah.
From what I remember, they don't have bond conditions already.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. So did they explain to you what's going to happen?
Yeah, they say he had other warrants.
Yeah, so he has a probation violation warrant. I guess it's from him not going to,
He had probation off.
well, something about rehab. Like He's supposed
to be going. I don't know what happened with it.
So apparently he was supposed to go to rehab, and he didn't show up like he was supposed to, so now he's got a probation warrant. But he is going today for simple battery family violence. Like I explained to you last time, living together, sharing children, you've got the 2 kids already with him, so you guys qualify for that family violence relationship. So what'll happen is
we'll get to keep my kids and stuff away from him because of this.
Yeah. No, I remember you saying you're doing everything on your own. He's essentially just hanging out here. But yeah, so.
Nothing but stress.
Yeah. Too much stress for you to worry about.
And then the other day, when I called the police at my mama's house, they didn't lock him up then. He had choked me then. And people had said they saw him spit on me. They said choke me.
Where was that at? In
on
Athens?
North Avenue.
North Ave? Okay. Do you remember what day that was? After you talked to me or before you talked to me?
After a few days after.
Okay. So maybe like 2 or 3 days ago?
Yeah, so I thought, yeah, so we thought then, because like I said, it was witnesses saying that he spit on me and everything, they still let him go.
Okay.
But then, soon after you get from the police, first thing you want to do is call and come over here.
Yeah, well, he admitted today that he did push you, so that's why he's going to jail.
What day that was that Tyson did that?
Was it Friday gone?
This past Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear that?
Yeah, I'm right here with the police.
I think it was, wait a minute, hold on, let me find out the shit. Yeah, it was on Friday.
Friday.
She's talking to Grandma on Friday? Okay. She said that we came out on Friday for an allegation of him strangling her as well as choking her, and they didn't do anything about it then. So.
Hey, Miss, does he live here?
Yeah.
Does he live here?
4 or 5 years, she said.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any questions for me? No? Okay. Something comes up and you end up with a question later, just give us a call. Okay. But like I said, he is going to jail, and he should have a bond condition. If he does, they'll let you know. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's the door code?
The door code. Get my kids out of there.
What's the door code? Hey, what is the door code?
I don't know it.
You don't know the code to your own door.
I don't know it.
What's the door code to the house?
Call defect.
What's the door code? Well, don't worry about it.
7-3 Central. Can you get maintenance out here? The female's locked out of her house.
When did he change it?
The other day, but they can get in the back.
No, not fair, but I'm saying he changed it and refused to give it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds like criminal interference with property.
Yep. All right. Listen up. You either provide us with the door code or we'll charge you with interference with property. Because
Okay.
this is her residence.
Call defects.
What is the door code?
Are you gonna call defect?
What is the door code?
Call defect.
Try that.
Call defect.
Nope. This is your final warning. If you do not provide the door code, I will charge you with interference with property.
All right, I'm finna give you the door code. What else you charging me with?
Give it to me now. What is the door code?
What else is you charging me with?
I said this is your last warning.
Okay.
Door code now.
Look, I'm finna give it to you.
Okay, I'm done. I called him. We'll see if we can get him out over here. Perfect. Okay.
All right, all right.
Thank you. Yep. Gave him twice. Didn't want to do it.
I bet you. Get my kid. Get my kid.
They're her children too.
No, they ain't. They see smoking dope.
Then you can call defects on your own.
Get them body. Puss ass bitch.
Language.
Ain't hot back here.
Okay.
Yo, the only reason she called y'all and told y'all that tested, I told you, she got pregnant by somebody else. Are you listening? So you seen dirt on her and think that I did it? Tested, that's fucked up. She's smoking fentanyl around my kid.
Sounds like you need to rethink that relationship.
Exactly, I'm trying to. Can you please call defect?
No.
Huh?
You can call him when you get out.
How? I'm not getting out, Tesky. What's your badge number?
You'll get it when you get in the jail.
Okay. I will probably report.
For what?
I will.
The report's already being filed because you're going to jail, so.
Yeah, I'm filing a report on you and you too.
Okay. Have fun with that. What pocket's a knife in?
Right here. I didn't hit her.
Okay.
Tesky, look.
All right, you can discuss it with the judge. We're not discussing it further. Walk.
You know what? You're right. But you.
We're not discussing it further. Let's walk. You can talk to a judge.
Can I have your badge number? Tesky.
Get in the jail.
You have to give me your badge number.
No, it's on the report.
Go get my kids, please.
No.
They're in danger.
No. If they were in danger, you should have filed a report sooner.
I'm telling you.
Okay, well, there's nothing I can do right now, okay?
I'm gonna file a report.
If you felt they were in danger, you should have called us before. There's many houses down that road that have phones. You had every
I
opportunity.
was trying to avoid jail.
Okay.
If I called you, you would lock me up. So I didn't call you because I had a warrant.
Then you should have turned yourself into the jail if you knew that.
Could you please go get the kids out of my house?
No, that's kidnapping. We're not discussing it further.
I said my kids.
Yeah, that's called kidnapping. Taking children without the other parental consent.
It's my parent.
Then, no, we're not doing that. Call them yourself. When you get out of jail, call DFAX. We're not discussing it further.
She called you.
All right. We're not.
She called you and you
Okay,
came.
we're done.
Go get my kids.
We're done. We're not discussing it further.
It's on camera.
We're discussing it further. Okay.
It's on camera. I will file a report. Go get my kids.
No.
No, everywhere. Go get my kids.
Then you should have filed something sooner.
I'm telling you now.
Be quiet. We're done.
I'm telling you now.
We're done.
Go get my kids.
No.
I'm on camera. Go
Alright.
get my kids.
Stop. Okay? Now you're just being obtuse.
No, go get my kids. You will. I'll follow.
It's a pocket knife.
Follow me for
Okay.
testing.
Okay. You have fun with that.
I will. I'll make it long. So you saying it's kidnapping? So she didn't kidnap me when she wanted to let me leave? That ain't kidnapping?
You should have called us.
I ain't got no phone.
Like I said, there's many houses, and as
How
I
was I
said,
supposed to get out
all right,
the door? If she trying to
I'm not discussing this any further with you. You are done, okay? Go. Give me your hat.
You some bull.
The suspect was booked for simple battery family violence and criminal trespass family violence. He was released the next day on a $3,000 special conditions bond. He was ordered to stay away from the victim's home, job, and school of the victim. On March 11th, 2024, the suspect pled guilty to both charges. He was sentenced to 60 days of confinement.
Crazy, yo. And I'm gonna tell you this. 2 crack rocks and a Coors Light, and that man to be right back in that relationship with that woman who is oh so scared of him, and he been choking her and this and that. And it's crazy. And ladies, man, the key secret to avoiding these abusive men, because remember, a lot of y'all play confused about my channel, talking about my commentary is confusing. That's because y'all have that one-track mind and y'all can't see from multiple perspectives. So y'all come here looking for a winner and a loser, a right and a wrong. And in these situations, in a lot of my videos, everybody that you see on your screen is in the wrong somehow, some way. And we call it out. So we don't stand behind one character and just, no, we don't do that over here. But ladies, the secret to avoiding these abusive relationships is work on yourself, ma'am. Get rid of whatever is attractive to an abuser. Get rid of that. Because these men do not mess with healthy women. I told y'all before, broke, busted men don't go to 5-star restaurants. They walk right past a 5-star restaurant. So you might not have made yourself a 5-star restaurant yet, and that's why you keep attracting these McDonald's eating ass niggas. But if you fix you, all of your other problems will go away. But again, we're in a society where everybody want to point the finger. The man want to say it's the woman want to say it's the man, and it's us. It's you. All right, guys, now let's take it to the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new over here, don't forget to check out 1 or 2 videos that's going to pop up. One is a playlist. The other one features yesterday morning video. Y'all should check that out, and I'll see you guys later on.